Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the study room. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing so great. Thank you. Please know that I do appreciate your presence. I appreciate us working together. Please don't get tired of inviting others and do subscribe to the channel. Last time I posted a topic that we're going to discuss on the next video. Are you going to be allowed to be governed by the general rules for the students? They say they are there, apparently, or you're going to set your own rules, and whether you are allowed to break the rules, but then it comes with accountancy. So let's see how it goes. Rule number one, please note that I took this from LinkedIn. I'm sure you know the application called LinkedIn. Yes. I screenshot this last year and I've always wanted to actually discuss it with you. So here we are. Attend classes, don't act clever or let students tell you otherwise. I'm going to speak from experience while I am also advising, giving my opinion. Attending classes, I remember. I remember missing one class in the 4 years of tertiary, missing one class. I mixed the times, not knowing. I thought that it's later than earlier. Ooh, it was a big deal for me. I was so terrified. I wasn't fine. I wasn't pleased with what happened. I had to even go to the doctor and say that I have this. I'm not okay. I'm ill, just so that I can present to the lecture that I was not well for me to not attend classes, and I'm very sorry. So I just developed this sensation of more like protecting my image and not giving the lectures the impression that I'm not a good student, if I may put it that way. Being in the class, whether I was always ahead and I always understood the content even before we could touch it. I don't want to lie, I did. And being in class, it was not most of the time to more like, no, I don't understand, I have to ask this. Sometimes I'm just there just so that they know that these students never get absent. I don't go there because I lack understanding or sometimes you just have to do it for the sake of just doing it because they are there, the classes to be attended. But for myself, I would say to you that attending classes is important. Whether you feel like the topic is, I'm so familiar with it, it's okay, I will do it at my own space, at my own time. No, do attend classes, because what I can tell you is that what you get from classes, what you get from attending classes is that even though you have studied your own the chapter, you understood, you have made notes, you go there and the lecturer is going to do to go through the chapter, right? You can take a different pen and you start the note saying that lecture's notes, or you can just actually make another some points with different color on the existing content of the notes. You say that, oh, okay, this is actually how we can interpret this, or this is how I can actually put it. So it's more like now you're getting the interpretation or external knowledge from the lecture, and which is more understanding, and you get to grasp that more easily compared to the textbook that is just there in words. It's not communicating to you verbally. So I wouldn't advise otherwise. I wouldn't say don't attend even if you know the content. No, there will always be something that you come with from the classes. So please do attend classes, and not letting the senior the students to tell you otherwise. I wouldn't really entertain that, because I'm not an influential person. I don't get influenced by things that are not even beneficial or positive. So even if it's not in this case, and whether it's a senior or your peer, do not allow to be influenced, especially if that thing is not beneficial or it's not positive. No, stand by your rules, know your ground, know your word, know your story. Secondly, visit home frequently to rebuild or recharge yourself. I would advise that you do that. It's always therapeutic. Unfortunately for me, being in Cape Town, it's like thousands of miles away from home, so I couldn't go home frequently or the way I wished to. I will always go home twice a year, June and December or November. That's when I go home. Between these holidays of March and September, that's when I prepare for June, and in September, that's when I prepare for for the final one, because you know the what do you say, the June and the December ones are the ones that are actually more tough, yeah, and more in detail compared to the ones in between, yeah. It's going to depend, really. It's going to depend how far you are from home, but just don't go to varsity in February and go home in December. No, unless you maybe like international student, it will make sense. Yeah, because the other things, they come down to you automatically when you start making sense and making peace with it. That even when I went to Germany, I knew that even if it wasn't just for 6 months, but or for a year, or maybe 1 year, 6 months, I can't get there. And then the second month, I feel like, oh my gosh, you have to, you speak to yourself, you speak to your mind. You know, you know that I'm here for this term, and for me it hasn't been an issue for me. I've stayed away from home while I was my second last year in high school. That's when I actually started being far from home, going home in quarter intervals. Yes. So please do speak to yourself. You will see that. Don't play husband and wife with anyone's child address. I never did, and I wouldn't say I missed out on anything. There's nothing nice or beautiful about it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't date. No, I'm not saying that, but especially address. Rest is a very, you see, Rest is a very influential place, just like Varsity, just in general. So I wouldn't say that. And now I have husband and wife. If you went to Varsity, you didn't have any boyfriend, don't go out and seek for it. That's just my authentic opinion and advice. Don't seek for it. Just and don't get to wait to be like the minute that I can no, it's believe you me, it's so peaceful to not to date in Varsity. Now by then I was okay. Let me not say this, it's a story for another day. But then don't wish for it. It's fine if you don't have anyone. You're not missing out on anything. Yes, it's so peaceful. You don't have to divide your attention to anyone. Yes. Play far from senior students. When you get to varsity, you get to mingle and be friends with people who are of your standard or class, which is your first year, they are first years. So I'm not sure in what events could it be that lead you to now being associated with senior students, but then surely it does happen. But remember the first rule: do not be easily influenced by people, regardless of whether they are seniors or juniors. Or know your story. Yes, you will experience that life of, okay, no, let's do this and this, but you have to know, you don't have to say no, I can't, because no, you can still do it, but then know what is at the back of your mind. Yes. Your textbook shouldn't be, it doesn't have to be brand new. They don't have to. There will be, maybe that's where you will actually make friends with senior students, where they sell you textbooks. They are fine. They are fine. I don't remember someone being mocked because of the textbooks that are not new. No. Don't feel the pressure. You see, that will be actually the start of problems. If you're going to feel pressure that your textbook it's worn out, it's not new. If you can be hit by that smaller kind of thing, a textbook that is not new, then you should be worried. When it is the time to study for a test, I don't know why for a test, don't allow to be disturbed by social media. Now I'm always preaching this with you guys. Social media, we yet to come to that topic of social media, and now protecting your mental state, protecting your peace, and just detoxing from social media. So this one was very precise, saying that when it's time to study for a test, please don't take this one. Read my lips. Do not take this one. Do not study for a test. Study for understanding. Study to know that you are there to get knowledge and even maybe practicals before you could graduate. Don't just study for a test. If you study for a test, there's no understanding in the entire process. You don't get to know. It's only that time that I've studied for the test. And then after the test has passed, don't study for a test. Study for understanding, study for knowledge. Yes. And social media, learn to detox from social media. Not once a week, not twice a week, frequently, almost every day. Do it every day. It gets traffic jam if I keep my mind and eyes on my phone or social media for quite a while. Okay, don't involve yourself into varsity politics. Students in politics, they tend to stay longer in varsity. Okay, judging from experience, speaking from experience, this is quite true, yeah. But then I wouldn't say I was ever not involved in politics generally, and even university I wasn't. But then there are people who actually they just don't do it for this just because I'm in varsity. Now I also want to put myself out there. Yes, it is okay, it's fine, and in most cases it is beneficial, just that most of the time the way to go on about this political issues, you end up now having to face court, having to face the law. Yes, but then on a general slate, I wouldn't say that stay away from that. If you find yourself in it and you can see that you are actually putting value, go on with it. Yes. I don't have any more, like, I wouldn't say abstain from doing it. No. Just that it has to also go with passion and with interests. If you don't have any interest, then why trying to fit in? Yeah. Find balance between books and bashes. Okay, it's going to depend. It's from one individual to the other. From my experience, I'm not a groover, yes, but then I believe that there's time for when you're in varsity. Just, I'm not saying you should be this person who's cornered into books and not have social life. There are many ways to actually indulge in social life. So from myself, I would go to hiking, I would go out with my friends, we have dinners, we go to the beach, we go to okay, I know Baba Mabana the beach, but then there are so many things, there are so many social events that you can do. And if you do drink, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be responsible. Know that if it's Sunday, tomorrow you need to know that you are going to that class. So, and that's actually the start of challenges. People having to drink even during the week. Tomorrow they can't get their head off the pillow, they can go to the class. Please do not, because you're going to get used to it and you won't see the need for you to attend classes. The next thing, you need to catch up, you want someone's notes. It is never a smart idea to write the notes from someone's material, especially a learner. I believe in being present in class for you to take notes, because even myself, I didn't want anyone to take notes for me, because I know that there's no one better who could take notes than me. It's me who can actually take, because I know how to read it from the horse's mouth to my books and how to relate it. Because you have to be smart, you have to listen on, okay, this lecture is structuring this response in this manner. Take that structure, that organization, and know that, okay, this is how I'm going to put my answer, this is how I'm going to structure my responses in exams. That's why I was always attaining 100% and 90s, because I knew that judging it from the horse's mouth, that this is how we can respond, then you get to make it a logic in all the questions. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but there's a comment section, you will always pop them up. So, but yes, precious, please just drink responsibly, take care of yourselves. It's very dangerous. As in varsity, it's you get to don't rely on someone that, okay, no, I know if I get intoxicated here, definitely I know I will wake up next to them or in my room. Incidents have happened. I have witnessed them. It's traumatizing. Do not Do not. Rather buy yourself a bottle of wine, with in fridging, it's okay to repeat outfits. You're not there for fashion parade, or you're not there for fashion show. It's okay, yeah. Just that other people, I am telling you once again, Varsity is a very influential place, very influential environment. You need to know, you need to go there knowing yourself. You need to go there knowing that, and pray for non-disturbance place, even from yourself, because you can't help the external forces, you can't help the external noise, but you can only get to prepare yourself as to how are you going to react to them. Don't most of the time, don't be reactive, rather be proactive, because proactive, it means that whatever that occurs outside, it has nothing to do with you. With that mission that you had to accomplish something, you're definitely going to do it, come rain or shine. Yes, that's just me. Okay, 16 minutes. This is quite long. Guys, thank you so much. This is just it. Yes. Oh, I skipped one question. Avoid trying to live a life of slaying with your parents' money. I've experienced that from a very close person, allowing her mama to send money, even though she knows that she's getting financial support every month from NSFAS. And I'm like, why do you keep on letting mama send madi, knowing that you do receive 1,500? I mean, it's enough, it's okay. She's like, no, I do, yeah. And I'm like, I couldn't wait for me to get independent when I was in varsity. Hence, at my second year, I said to mama, when I need money. But for now, I can be able to afford my necessities, my needs. I can cover that, because I was a tutor, private, and I was also getting paid by a varsity. But then I knew that from there I can buy Movite, I can buy cereal and then have my toiletry. That was for me. I was content with that. So please do not suck your mama's money unnecessarily. Do not do that. Especially if mama is self-employed, trying to hustle and do that. Now I was very proud of myself, saying, mama, it's okay. That's when I actually became financially independent. Second year, that's when I started. Yeah. So guys, this was a very exciting video for me. Topic, I had to put it out there, and please do respond, send me feedback on what I have said and what do you think. Otherwise, thank you so much, and we will meet on the next video.